very warm welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast show. Now, Samsung celebrity chef Reuben Riffel gets cooking in the kitchen today, and this time round, he shares his delicious crayfish recipe. He has a great passion for this great seafood dish. Now, it's a crayfish curry that is very easy to prepare, and he says, and it carries the flavor of the crayfish beautifully. And we're going to find out also the story that inspired this beautiful recipe. Take a look. As a Cape Townian, celebrity Samsung chef Reuben Riffel loves his seafood. Although equally delicious as is, seafood is also readily enjoyed as the star of a curry.
Guys, look at this. Don't they look great? You know, back in the day, my mum used to make this amazing crayfish curry, but only using the heads. And I find even up to today, I don't really like the tail meat that much, preferring to do battle with that claw meat, sucking and biting to get to that sweet meat. But for those of you who are looking for more bite than fight, I've got just the recipe for you.
This curry is easy to prepare and is packed with flavor to highlight the beauty of the crayfish.
And for this recipe, I'm going to need a big pot. As you can imagine, I do a lot of cooking, and sometimes the dishes can pile up. But luckily, I've got my Samsung dishwasher that keeps me in the clean. It can actually take dishes up to the size of 36 centimeters and this big pot. And it's got a really clever cutlery tray. So more space for everything, which means less time for cleaning and more time for cooking. Perfect. So let's get it on.
To create the curry paste, begin by placing cumin seeds and desiccated coconut in a pan over medium heat. Cook, remembering to stir every minute or so until it is aromatic.
The idea when making seafood curries, especially crayfish curry, is to create a sauce that can carry that natural flavor of the crayfish.
Now, place the cumin seeds, coconut, spices, tomato puree, garlic and ginger in a blender until coarsely chopped. Add oil and blend, scraping down the sides until a smooth paste forms.
You know, you can already smell where this is going. I can smell it's going to be a great curry.
Transfer the paste into a pot and heat through, ready to combine with the other ingredients.
So once the spice paste starts to fry lightly like this, it's time to add all the other ingredients.
Add tomato and then add yogurt and cream before heating through, taking care not to overheat.
So I don't want to boil that. I just want to heat it up slowly, and then I'll reduce the heat again. So what happens if you heat up cream or yogurt too quickly? It will just thicken, and you run the risk of this whole mixture separating.
Twist the head off and, using a very sharp knife, divide the tail in half, cutting through the shell. Remember to devein the crayfish before cooking.
So, you know, growing up, we always had to share with everyone, and to keep the peace, you had to make sure that everyone got their share.
Next, add the pieces of succulent crayfish to the pot and proceed to simmer for 10 to 12 minutes until the crayfish is cooked. And don't forget to season.
I can smell this, and I can tell you, it does smell amazing. The sauce has got just the right consistency. You know, when crayfish turns that bright orange color, it's ready. So for this dish, the best cutlery would be your hands.
This beautiful curry is best served with basmati or jasmine rice and garnished with some fresh coriander.
So there you have it, a really great meal, fit for a king. I think it's time I go and share this.
To get Reuben's simple yet tasty crayfish curry recipe, SMS the keyword Samsung to 47490.
Every great recipe has a story. Tell us yours, and if we like it, we'll cook it. Enter today by visiting theloveoffood.co.za.
Well, that did look very easy. I'm sure the results equally delicious. Now, here's the thing. We want you to share your own recipe and the story behind it, and we could be cooking it live on air. And there's also an opportunity for you to win. If you visit loveoffood.co.za, you could be one of 6 people to win your share of 300,000 rands worth of Samsung products. But it's time for us now to get into our own kitchen. I can hear some whisperings going on here. Ewan, what's going on?